This idea to do the 12 Hours Temecula was born the weekend before in Malibu after we did this Mike Nosco charity ride, which was a road bike ride. It was like, I think it was 80 miles, and it was up and down the canyons of Malibu, which was beautiful. I brought it up. I was like, hey, there's 12 Hours of Temecula mountain bike race going on next weekend, and they were like, that'd be pretty cool. Should we do that? That'd be fun to like put a team together and like, you know, try to compete against each other. My team was myself, Eric Bostrom, and Oliver Hutchinson, and then we'll call that team A. And then the other team was Ben Bostrom, David, who the guy nobody had known until he showed up at the race that morning, and Derek, who was a friend of the Bostroms. Putting together these two teams that were so damn close in time. Not all of us were like the same, not all of us were doing the same lap times, but somehow it worked out that like every single lap we were only between 30 seconds and a minute apart, if not coming in like right together. It's my last turn, and I believe we had a minute gap. I was sitting in Ben's car, not only shivering and freezing cold, but cramping. Like my legs were cramping up. I'm sitting there, you know, it's not big, so like my legs are crossing, and all of a sudden I move around and be like, ah, shit, you know, my legs locking up. All right, relax. Like, I think, you know, Ben and Oliver and Eric are just looking at me like, oh, Fillmore's, he's donezo. He's not gonna make this last lap. It could be an hour-long lap time. So I went out, it actually felt pretty good, but went as hard as I possibly could for this last lap. David, who was behind me, I think he started about a minute and a half behind me and was faster than me all weekend, or all race long, ends up not passing me for the first time in maybe 4 or 5 laps. It's in Temecula, it's at Vail Lake, and that day was fairly cold. I mean, I think it was like in the 50s or something in the morning, and then in the day it got to like a high of like 62, which is like primo racing weather. But at the same time, we were riding into the night with headlamps on, and it got really cold. And not only was it cold, it was really, really windy. Kind of a unique race environment, and you know, adding a little bit of more pressure because we had to dress right for the weather, and you know, the concerns of maybe getting sick after the race. Ben, David, and Derek ended up getting the overall, and our team ended up taking second, but we still, out of even the 4-man teams or anything like that, our 2 teams did the most laps out of anybody there. Yeah, I broke my hand at Barber. I only made it 4 laps, and then I high-sided, like the size of a baseball. I just didn't have enough movement to go from using the clutch to even gripping the handlebar. A slow process, and then come back together.